Paul Vandergraaf, can you tell us about the cameras that have been recently installed around town?
Yeah, absolutely. As everybody knows, we were successful applicants of a really robust grant from the Solicitor General's office that we took that money and really built a community mesh network that included CCTV cameras. It's taken us a little bit longer with COVID and supply chain issues and different things to get out of the gate, but we launched our first 7 cameras around town that are visible cameras to the community. And what they are is they're up in areas that our crime analyst has identified as areas of concern for a variety of activity, criminal in nature. So we've put them there now. The great thing about our program is it's still growing. By the end of the summer, we hope to have all of our 25 cameras up and installed in those key areas, specifically around the beach and in the downtown, and other key intersections where we may or may not have more road safety type issues. And the next phase of this, as we start to roll this mesh network out, we'll be embedding existing CCTV cameras into our intelligence software. So this is really, really exciting. So the community will have seen some of our new signs go up. We're not playing secret on any of these issues. We're really upfront about community safety here. The signs meet all of the standards of the Privacy Commission. And we're telling people that why we're here, what we're here, and what we're trying to capture with any of this data.
If you kind of explain a little bit about what will they be for? I know that they had some years ago, and I forget how many years ago, but down at the beach, there was 2 of them, I think,
Yeah.
or one of them. Are they similar to like that? Going by memory, it was, and again, correct me, but I mean, you don't look at them until something's needed, and then you do look at them?
Yeah, so again, moving forward with this project, the real key on this is that we want everybody to understand that what we're doing in this community is really no different other than we have them in public spaces now. Everybody in our community, like I said before, has gone to Walmart, has gone to the liquor store, or gone to other shopping locations, or the CCC, or the marina, where various cameras are already present. These are public setting, hence the sign, and hence the very obvious what it is. So what we are doing is this is passively monitoring. In other words, we don't have anybody looking at the monitors 24/7. When something happens, we go back in time and we grab the data from the cameras. And the great thing about this particular project, and why we were so excited to have the funding from the government, was that we were able to invest in intelligent software that allows the computer, if you will, to screen up to 100 video sources at once based on a set of criteria that the analysts put into the camera. So in other words, if we had an individual rob a corner store and run down King Street and then nip down Queen and into the beach area, what my crime analysts or technicians could do is grab all of the video that exists, private or public, in that space, put in the filters of white shirt, crew cut, 6 feet tall, and the computer would automatically trickle it down and show us only the footage that exists in that. We tested it internally. We wanted to see how long it would take. So we had staged a minor theft from the front counter as we tested the software as we were in our training. We were able to take 12 hours of video footage and within 90 seconds determine exactly when the theft occurred. So it didn't require an analyst to watch 12 hours of video. So that's pretty exciting in reasons why we're doing this. So to back to your question, we don't have any time or energy to sit there and stare blankly at cameras, nor are we. Every time an analyst, and only an approved analyst, approved through my office, even I don't have the passwords to the cameras, will go in. When they go in to look for something in particular, they have to create a log, and that is compliant with the Information and Privacy Commission of Ontario. The log has to state who is accessing it, when they accessed it, why they were accessing it, did they find anything, and what was done with the data. And then it's consistent with our retention bylaw, and that data has to be held available so that any member of the community who is interested in why we were looking at that could make a Freedom of Information request. As we get ready to roll out our body-worn camera project in the next few months, this is going to become very foremost in our community's mind. We're going to be doing a lot of information sharing with our community to explain to the community how they can get access to their footage should they feel they've been captured on video.
This is one of those things, and it's great that you explained it because it sets I don't want to say the fear aside, maybe the anxiety aside, that you see all these cameras, oh, Big Brother's watching, but it's certainly not the case.
Well, yeah, like we joked about that before. Sure, if you see all these cameras, how am I going to sit here and say Big Brother's not watching? Of course, the cameras are watching, but we're not doing anything with the footage unless we're looking to solve a crime. That's what we're trying to do here. We're trying to create community safety. We know there's an obvious deterrent. When you walk into a store, there's a reason why it says, smile, you're on candid camera, or you're on video surveillance. That should draw a deterrence to somebody from committing an illegal act in that premise. It's the same idea here. We're trying to encourage community to understand that we take every angle available to us to affect the highest level of efficiency for community safety.
Cost?
It's a lot of money. Yeah, we're well above the grant with community partners, dedication from our own police service and some of our corporate services funding. This isn't a cheap endeavor, but we will be hopefully having some community partners. We really hope the town comes on eventually and really partners with us. So at the end of the day, innovation is expensive, but we're very happy to have received the grant from the provincial government. It wouldn't have been capable, and I'm not just saying that to get my next grant, hopefully, but no, I'm actually saying that honestly, that without the help of the Solicitor General and our local MPP, this project would not have been available here in Cobourg.